Who or what do you think is the most effective hunter on Earth? It's not lions, sharks, eagles, or wolves. Sharp teeth, a loud roar, huge claws, and a terrifying appearance do not automatically make an animal a good hunter. The primary indicator of a beast's effectiveness lies in its ability to successfully catch prey. For example, lions manage to catch their dinner in only 1 out of 4 attempts, while sharks succeed in their attacks only half of the time. Wolves and eagles have to exert considerable effort to secure their meals. However, there is one creature that consistently achieves success in its hunts: the dragonfly. More than 90% of its attempts to catch prey are successful. If dragonflies were the size of giant griffins, they would undoubtedly dominate the top of our planet's food chain. By the way, these insects were even larger in the distant past, but we will discuss that later. For now, let's delve into what makes dragonflies so effective. One of the main factors contributing to their successful hunting is their speed and maneuverability. Dragonflies possess some of the most efficient wings in the world. They can hover in the air, change direction within seconds, come to a stop, fly backward, and even maneuver in circles. In contrast, consider birds, which take approximately a second or more to take off. Their flight may be graceful, but it lacks maneuverability. Birds are unable to stop quickly or change direction with ease. Their movements are smooth and limited. In contrast, dragonflies have 4 wings, 2 in the front and 2 in the back, and these wings can move independently of one another. With just 3 wing strokes, dragonflies can reach a speed of 30 miles per hour, equivalent to the average speed of cars driving in a city. Additionally, dragonflies have a short braking distance. If an ordinary car were to stop at this speed, it would skid several feet on the road. In contrast, a dragonfly can come to an abrupt stop at any moment, with an almost negligible braking distance. With this remarkable ability, dragonflies swoop up, dive down, and perform 360-degree spins, rendering them elusive hunters from which nothing can escape. Well, 10% do. Nevertheless, effective wings alone are insufficient if they're not complemented by a well-functioning brain. Almost all insects rely on their sense of smell and touch during hunting. Take, for instance, a spider sitting on its web. It detects any contact with the delicate threads and determines the prey's location through vibrations. Dragonflies, on the other hand, primarily rely on their exceptional eyesight. They can focus on a target just like humans, completely disregarding external distractions. Imagine yourself in a large room with numerous televisions hanging on the walls, each displaying a different movie. Amidst the chaos, you spot your favorite comedy and can concentrate on it, ignoring the sounds and images on the other TVs. A dragonfly possesses a similar ability. If it observes a swarm of buzzing mosquitoes flying in various directions, it can focus on a single mosquito and track its movements. The mosquito will be unable to camouflage itself within the crowd of its companions. Uh-oh. A dragonfly's motor flight center resides in its chest. Similar to bone marrow, this center receives signals from the brain and transmits them to the limbs. Additionally, a dragonfly's brain is connected to its thorax. When the insect focuses on a target, 16 neurons form a chain through which the signals travel from the brain to the wings. This rapid communication guides the wings in flight, ensuring they can capture their intended target. The dragonfly gazes at the mosquito, then calculates the trajectory of interception. If something goes wrong, the dragonfly can adjust the wing movements during flight. Its eyes occupy most of its head, consisting of thousands of small lenses. They can see almost 360 degrees around them, and some species have a vision range of about 40 feet. It may not seem like a long distance, but when compared to a human, it showcases excellent eyesight for its small size. Additionally, some dragonflies possess ultraviolet vision. They can clearly perceive their surroundings and maintain focus on the target, preserving the angle of view during flights. Even if they encounter wind or the target changes its position, a dragonfly maintains the same angle on the prey while adapting its wings to a new flight route. All these abilities enable these insects to catch prey in 95% of hunting cases. They prey on mosquitoes, moths, butterflies, flies, and even other dragonflies. Their legs are strong and prickly, allowing them to grip their prey tightly. However, possessing these advantages does not make them the primary predators in the wild. Dragonflies can become prey for toads, birds, fish, and even turtles. As they mainly fly over swamps, ponds, and lakes, they are not always able to spot a predator swimming up from the depths. They can easily become dinner for birds during flight or get caught in a spider's web. Nonetheless, they would have fewer enemies if they were as big as they were 300 million years ago. Before dinosaurs roamed Earth, bugs with a wingspan of about 2.5 feet soared through the air. They were known as griffin flies, resembling dragonflies the size of crows. A pack of such monsters could easily disrupt your barbecue party. I think we're going to need a bigger swatter. During prehistoric times, the atmosphere contained 9% more oxygen. Insects absorbed it through specialized breathing tubes, which functioned as an alternative to lungs. The high oxygen saturation supported their growth over millions of years. However, their substantial weight prevented them from maneuvering and flying as swiftly as insects do today. Griffin flies were clumsy flying insects. Around 150 million years ago, I wasn't around then, insects started to decrease in size. Interestingly, the oxygen levels in the atmosphere remained unchanged. Something influenced the growth of bugs, and scientists are confident that those began to shrink when large prehistoric birds appeared. Giant dragonflies became easy prey in the sky, prompting evolution to reduce their size for increased maneuverability. They became smaller, but their flying skills improved significantly. Now let's examine another insect with exceptional flying abilities, the common housefly. This annoying bug buzzes around your room, disrupting your sleep. You want to swat it with a slipper or a newspaper, but it's challenging because the fly's attention and reaction speed are several times better than yours. Imagine two acrobats, one performing daring stunts and flips in the gym, and the other does it underwater. The underwater acrobat moves much more slowly, with predictable and seemingly heavy movements compared to the one in the gym. You resemble the underwater acrobat when dealing with the annoying bug. Though you may attempt a swift strike, for the fly, your hand moves as fast as a balloon falling to the ground. And the fly sees better than you, thanks to thousands of receptors that capture the light around it. You strain your muscles and move your eyes to see something to the side. But the fly doesn't have to do that. It sees everything at once. If you think you've sneaked up on a fly unnoticed, you're mistaken. It sees you and is ready for any attack. Similar to a dragonfly, a fly can change its speed and direction, slow down, and accelerate. It can also calculate the trajectory of your hand. When you wave a newspaper to swat it, the fly calculates the point of impact and its body immediately prepares for an evasive maneuver. In a way, it can dodge the attack even before you strike. Imagine if flies and dragonflies were to increase in size while maintaining their speed and reaction. Humanity would face, shall we say, significant problems. And do you know why a fly loves you so much? Because your body is like a vast clearing with free food. You secrete sweat, which contains a variety of delicious treats, proteins, salts, carbohydrates, and many chemicals. The fly consumes all of it and, at the same time, doesn't perceive any threat from the outside. Sure, there's a giant slowly waving big hands, but is that a reason to abandon the feast? Of course not. That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the bright side.